who's a direct partner with Adair Homes now for about 9 years. I'm the general manager and really happy to be with you all.
Awesome. That's great. I think that what's interesting, Ryan, is that you may not know this, is that we've known each other 30 years this year.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years. Yeah, long time. So
that makes me feel really old, Josh.
Yeah. I'm just amazing. Well, I mean, you kind of are, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and start if you don't mind, Josh. I got some questions for you, and I know you're going to have some questions for me, but we'll just have a conversation about, what we're doing right now. Work for you?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about the Adair promotion and why we've rolled that out.
Yeah, that's great. So we're currently offering a promotion through the end of August for new contracts. That is a 4.875 30-year fixed mortgage at 4.94 APR. And that's actually with no points. And it's a 30-year fixed mortgage. It's a incredibly good offer. Current market rates, Ryan, you're on the mortgage side, are in the 7s, have been getting up into the 8s on construction loan. And I feel really privileged to be able to go to the market to offer a product that's pretty unique.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we all know, and anybody that watches the news, that, interest rates have gone up and costs have gone up. So with this promo, Josh, what are some of the benefits that it offers customers in this market?
Yeah, well, that goes back to some of the reasons why we went live with it, and a big part of it is affordability. And the challenge right now, when you look at qualifying for a mortgage, when you're qualifying at 7% rates plus, just the ability to have an approval amount that allows someone to be successful with a project is just really limited. But that actually dropped that down to that under 5% interest rate. You end up in some instances adding, say a customer was approved for $350,000 before, they may be approved for $450,000 now. It's a significant difference. Yeah. The other part of it, though, is even for people who already have a budget that is meets what they need to be to make a project work, is that it can drop the interest rate for somebody on like a $700,000 loan could be nearly over $1,000 savings on a monthly basis. So the goal really is to kind of create some affordability for our customers, and then also kind of bring, for customers who are already built with us, and also bring more customers in that maybe thought it wasn't a great time to do it because interest rates are so high.
Yeah. Yeah. So Josh, with the promotion and the 4.875, me being in this industry for the last 20 years, especially where the market is right now, that's just this fabulous. It's going to help a lot more people qualify for higher loan amounts, as you mentioned. So what are there any, as far as the promotion goes, any restrictions, or how does it work? Who qualifies? How does that work?
Yeah, so it's the program is a 30-year fixed conventional or FHA program. It's what shows on the website at 4.875 has some specific parameters. However, customers, as long as we can qualify a customer for a conventional loan or an FHA loan, we can offer this product. There's some kind of nuances to that for lower credit scores. A lot of people think that you need a 780 credit score or a 740 credit score to qualify. But like Ryan, you could share what are a little bit about some of our misconceptions around that.
Yeah. So there are 780, 740, 760 credit scores. Those are probably top tier. Everybody knows about that. But the beauty of this promotion is, as long as we can get what we call underwriting approval, we can go down to a 620 credit score, and people are still eligible for that 4.875 rate. And with FHA and VA, as Josh mentioned, those are government loans, and those can go down even lower. So a 620 credit score can get a 4.875 rate, as well as a 780 credit score. So that is phenomenal, because across the board, that just doesn't happen the lower credit scores tend to get hit harder and have higher interest rates. But with our promo, it's 4.875 if you qualify, down to 620 conventional, and even lower with the government loan. So it's really a promotion that I've never seen. And I've been in this industry a long time. Josh has as well with many builders. So this is quite an opportunity for people to get in the door and build a custom home and not have to go shop for a home and compete in making offers that you're just not hitting. This will really help our customer base, and anybody that wants to build a custom home, really they can afford more now and they can qualify for more now. So this should bring a huge pool of people into the door that we can help.
Yeah. And then to be clear, a customer that has a lower credit score, we can offer the 4.8. You can offer the 4.875, but whereas the published rate at 4.875 with no points, there could be some discount points that are paid based off adjustments to credit score. Really need to contact the loan officer, have those discussions. So I think that's important. And then in addition to that, I'm curious, Ryan. So I know that this promo is exciting. But I thought maybe you could talk a little bit about some other programs that we have that maybe people aren't aware of. Like I know that we have customers that come to us sometimes that are looking to maybe buy a lot and they're going to build sometime in the future. What is the what are the do we have a loan program that can help people like acquire a lot and build a home kind of down in the future?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, there's quite a few other products we can offer. I'll kind of start with that. Lot loans. Some people, want to build a home, but they found the lot of their dreams and they're just not ready yet to pull the trigger to build a home, but they want to secure that financing on the lot. We have lot loans that we can offer you as well. And they're 2 years long, so you can sit on those, and those will roll into a construction loan when you want to build with Adair. And we can still offer that promo to you on that construction loan. We have a lot of different types of borrowers that don't fit really into the Fannie Mae or the conventional box. For instance, self-employed borrowers, right? We can use bank statements. We can do different things to help them qualify for mortgages. We have customers that have multiple homes they own with mortgages on them, that maybe they want to build a home with Adair. We can do a cross collateralization with that and make that happen as well. We have health professional loans, what we call doctor loans, where somebody's in medical school or nursing school and wants to build a home, but they don't yet have the income, but they've got an offer to start a job. We'll use that offer letter to qualify you as your income. So we have so many new programs that will help people qualify for a mortgage, and more importantly, build with Adair Homes. So the breadth of products we have is outstanding. Like I've said, I've been in the industry many years, and there is honestly nothing that we don't have currently that's available in the marketplace, and is all available to Adair Homes customers.
One of the products I think is interesting is I think a lot of people think that, if they own a home and they think qualifying to build like a custom home may be difficult because they'll have, trying to qualify with two mortgages. Talk a little bit about a program that we have that helps customers in those situations.
Yeah, great question, Josh. That's called departing residence. So what we do, for instance, let's say you own a home, you have a mortgage on it. You want to build an Adair home, but you're thinking, well, I want to stay in my current home while the Adair home is being built. And when that Adair home is completed, I'll move into the new Adair home and either rent my current or sell it. That's called departing residence. And what we end up doing with that is we'll send an appraiser out to your current home to get fair market rents in your area. And then what we do is, let's say that's $2,000 a month, a fair market rent. We'll use 75% of that to offset your current mortgage. What that does is, if you had a $2,000 mortgage, $1,750 of that is now not counted in your debt to income ratios, which in turn helps you qualify for a much higher budget. And the beauty of it is you get to live in your home and watch your Adair home being built in the comfort of your own home. So We have so many people that do that right now, and not many lenders, I'll be honest with you, are doing that. So it's not exclusive to us, but there aren't many that do it. So it's a really huge factor when you're thinking about building a custom home and figuring out where you're going to live while your Adair home's being built.
Yeah, it's a program that is used probably some of the most frequently used. And there was a couple questions here that came up. I wanted to make sure I get to those questions. So the states that we build in is Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Arizona. We have 19 locations across all of those states. It is and we build almost in every area within those states. And if you're interested to understand kind of, you can go on our website. You can filter down by county, pick the branch, and then our online sales team can help direct you to the right person to talk to about the loan, talk to them about this program, or even building a house. And a question came up here around investment properties. So I know that that's often asked. I know we have some referral partners for investment properties. I just want to, if a customer comes to us and wants to build an investment property, I know on the Adair home side, we build a lot of homes for investors where we build, single families, duplexes. We do that all the time, all over the Northwest. And then financing, I think, depends on the situation. But Ryan, do you want to touch on kind of financing opportunities for investment properties?
Yeah. Investment properties, absolutely. Yeah, there are different programs we can offer. You have your standard, your Fannie Mae investment properties that are going to require a little, if you own the lot already, are going to require a little more equity if you're trying to buy the lot, or going to require a higher down payment. There are also, if you want to buy existing, we have different programs that will help with that as well. And I won't go into all of that detail, but yeah, we have really anything that really you could think of that we can help you with. We've got, even if you don't fit within the box I've talked about, there's other scenarios that we have placed in financing. So, nothing is out of the norm. So any questions you have on that are fine, or, we're happy to help in any way.
Yeah. So we, another question was around, what was down payment. So on the website, it has the 4.875. So we have to build a scenario to quote the rate and give all the details from that. But we can, and I think it says 25% down, but on our conventional financing or FHA financing or VA, when you talk about the down payment requirements and how that works.
Yeah. So let's start with your standard conventional. So we'll go up to 95%. So that's 5% down. That's if you're purchasing the lot with the construction loan, that's all rolled together. If you own the lot, right, we're going to use the as is appraised value. In most cases, we're running around 20% equity in the whole project. So that would cover your down payment. So if you own the lot and you want to build an Adair home, most of the time it's a no down payment. If you need to purchase the lot to build the Adair home, it's a minimum 5% down payment. Now on FHA and VA, that's a little bit different. FHA is 3.5% down, but the equity piece, if you own the land, follows the same logic. If you have 3.5% equity in the project, you don't have a down payment. VA is 100% financing. So we have that option as well. So that kind of hits all of the products as far as down payments go.
That's great. So the question around the promo, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So yeah, Josh had mentioned the disclosure we put up there is a 780 credit score, 25% equity or 25% down. That's the best possible scenario you can get in the Fannie Mae world. But we will allow as little as 5% down. That's absolutely right. That's conventional, 0 down VA, 3.5% down FHA.
Yeah. And then the key on that is that there's adjustments in the form of like discounts. So the loan has no points, but to get if you have a lower credit score or going to a higher loan to value, there's some points that you'd have to pay on the loan to Fannie Mae. So the best thing to do in those situations is, yes, customers are getting 4.875 at the higher loan to values, and then to get a hold of the loan officer and run by your very specific scenario.
Yeah, and just don't get confused with, you all hear about points, and points aren't a bad thing. We don't charge an origination fee. So there's 0% origination fee. Any points will be in the form of the discount. So as Josh said, the lower the credit score, you're going to have certain adjustments for your credit score and your loan to value. Those will be in the form of discounts, which are technically points, but they're actually doing something for you. They're keeping that rate low. We're not charging any additional junk fees or origination. So it's a no origination loan at 4.875%.
So then, we, I guess, unless we have more questions, I just want to provide a little more detail. So the way the promotion works, it's set up right now is that if you're interested in it, it's meeting with our team. It's taking a processing fee, and by the end of August, kind of locks that in, and then you have 45 days to get an order together, so it gives you plenty of time. And if you're interested in doing so, or just learning more about this, definitely reach out to our online sales team online. There's a link there that you can go directly to request more information and contact one of our homeownership counselors in our branches, and be happy to answer any questions for you. So there is another question. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. So you can use if you have down payment, whether that's from a 401k or some other source, you can use that both for the cover the 5% down payment, and then also cover options, upgrades, and to reduce your loan amount.
Yep. And one thing I want to add, Josh, as you're talking about the website and Adair Homes, I always want to bring this up to everybody. Is really the best way is obviously what Josh said, engage with Adair Homes, but you can apply with us as well. You can do that through that website, and it doesn't cost you anything, and it's a soft credit pull, which means it will not affect your credit score. We'll run a pre-qualification for you that will establish your budget, and that will tell you if you can move forward or not. So I would just urge everybody, if you're interested, go to that website. It'll direct you on how to apply, and there's no cost, no fees, no obligation. At least it'll give you kind of a roadmap of what you can get qualified for.
Very good.
Yep.
So it doesn't look like there's any other questions. I appreciate everybody's time. Gabby, do you have some comments before we close for the day?
Just kind of reiterating what you all said. I think there's also another question. I'll read it out loud, but Casey asked, if someone is approved today, estimate how long, what is the estimate, how long will it take from start to finish? Is there any time frame that this rate would expire?
It's a good question. I think I don't know enough about your particular situation to give the exact timeframes, but the way that we've set this up is that as long as you start the process, and get the processing fee, and we have set timelines that are reasonable for a customer to get through the entire process and maintain that rate. There's no gotchas with that. But typically to build a home, that really depends on the jurisdiction, how long it takes to get through that portion of it. It could take a year, it could take 18 months to get through the entire process. It really just depends on jurisdiction and the size of home and a number of other factors. But it's set up to the way it's set up is to protect that rate so that you don't run into any issues.
Yeah. And if there is no more questions, this live will be posted both on YouTube and Facebook, so you can still comment your questions even after the live is done, and we will see them and we can answer them to the best of our ability. But yeah, what Josh and Ryan were saying, if you're interested just in learning more about even just our building process, you can schedule time to talk with our team at www.adairhomes.com/schedule. And if you're also interested in this new kind of really great promotion that Adair Homes is offering, you can go to the link that is on the screen right now for more information. But yeah, if there is no more questions, thank you for joining us, Josh and Ryan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
And thank you
Bye-bye.
to our viewers. We will see you next time on Adair Live.